everyone, this is the Messy Raw Vegan and I'm excited to be back with you for another video regarding my health and what it is that I'm trying to heal up on a raw vegan lifestyle. If you didn't see my previous video, go ahead and go back, check that out. I talked about all of the things that I am seeking to heal on a raw vegan lifestyle, all the medical issues that I currently have at the moment. And so now this video is going to address the medical issues that I have already healed on a raw vegan lifestyle. And so I went raw vegan back in June of 2020, cold turkey. I didn't do a transition. I don't necessarily recommend that because it's easy to go back and binge and then try to bring yourself back and then binge and then bring yourself back. I did that a few times. I'll be honest about it. I did do that a few times. But I think that, you know, once you make up in your mind, like, this is what I want to do, this is the lifestyle that I want to live, no matter how much time it takes, no matter what others may say, no matter, you know, what I even may think myself, like, I am going to make sure that I treat myself well and be healthy. I think that that was the turning point for me to stop doing too much reverting back to a regular vegan lifestyle, because I was vegan by that time anyway, and then I went raw vegan. And so whenever I would revert back to vegan, and then sometimes I would still eat meatless but still do dairy. And so, you know, once I kind of made up in my mind, like, I have to cut all this out altogether, I've been, you know, a little bit more successful ever since. And like I said, I'm always be honest with you guys, you know, when I have my slip-ups and stuff and binges and all that, because just to let you know, like, this is real. Like, it's a real lifestyle. You know, there may be other influencers out there that might make it seem like it's the perfect thing and they never fail, but that's not me. Like, I'm gonna let you know that I do fail, you know, and it's okay. You fail a little bit and you get back up and you keep going, because at the end of the day, any small change that you make to better your health is a change that's going to last a lifetime. So just remember that, you know, for those that may have tried to go on any type of a plant-based lifestyle and you revert back, don't beat yourself up about that, because you know, it's a journey. Like, this health thing is a journey, you know, and you may not ever get to where you always want to be, but you can always take the steps to get one step closer. Okay. So definitely remember that. And I always have to remind myself of that every single day while I'm on this lifestyle, because it can get hard. Like, I like soul food and, you know, I like sweets and all that stuff like that. Being able to just smell, like, I went home last weekend and my mom made, you know, some great stuff, and just to smell the food, I'm just like, oh my gosh, it smells so good. I remember when I could eat it, but I can't. And, you know, because of what's going in my body, I can't. So I just smell it, I enjoy it, and then I go and I eat the dishes that I make, right? Because that's what's better for me. So moving into the things that I have already healed up on a raw vegan lifestyle. So I've mentioned before in my first video that I had high blood pressure, or I was on my way to high blood pressure. I had pre-hypertension, so that's gone after being raw vegan for 6 months, I think it was. And then my BMI was too high. Well, I dropped 40 pounds, and so now I'm within normal range of my BMI. I was pre-diabetic, and so now I'm no longer pre-diabetic. My sugar levels, blood sugar levels, are in perfect range. I suffered from migraines. I had migraines every single day, whether it was a really light migraine or a really heavy migraine, but I literally had migraines every single day. It started when I was in the military, and I was on medication for them for some years, a couple of years, maybe 1 or 2 years, but I didn't like the way that the medication made me feel, so I personally stopped taking it, and I would just ride out the migraines. So there were days when I'd be like on my couch, laid out, you know, ice packs, heat packs, in the dark, whatever. It got to the point where my coworkers, at the previous job I was on, knew that I had migraines. And so, they would keep the office dark for me. My boss would keep his office dark for me. So in case I had to go in and talk to him, his office would automatically be dark and he'd be working with a lamp, like that's how bad it was, to the point where, my job knew Lamika suffers from migraines, so we're going to keep our area that she works in dark to accommodate her. Like, that's how bad it was. I consistently had migraines. Since I've been raw, I can honestly say that I have only had migraines if I don't eat enough. But to just have migraines just to have them, like I did before, I haven't had migraines just to have them. I would get like headaches if I'm like, ooh, I didn't eat enough today. Let me go, eat something real quick. And I would eat something and boom, headache is gone. But as far as like being laid up and crippled with migraines, that has not happened to me since I have been a raw vegan. So I have definitely been enjoying not being curled up in a ball under blankets with ice packs. So that's that. What else have I healed up? Ooh, another one. I developed vertigo a couple of years ago as a result of the migraines. From what the neurologist was telling me, the migraines would hit a certain part of the nerves in my scalp, which would cause like an ear issue, which would cause me to have vertigo. And when that started to happen, I didn't know what was going on. Like, I would literally have to pull over in my car. But this was before I was diagnosed. Like, I would have to pull over in my car because I would just get this wave of dizziness. I would be sitting on my commuter bus and feel sick and like just get this wave of dizziness. I could be sitting and watching TV and all of a sudden the room would start spinning. I'd be walking up the steps in my house and the room would start spinning. Like, it would just come on at different times. I had an incident where, I had to go to the hospital a couple of times because of, the vertigo being so bad that I just couldn't take it. And I had to go to the hospital a few times. And of course, they put you on meds and things like that. But I was determined that, I did not want to live this life. I said, I am too young for this. I think at the time that I was diagnosed with vertigo, I was maybe 32, 33, something around there. Yeah, probably about 32-ish, I would say. And I was just like, I can't live this life. Like, who wants to live this life? I cannot live a life where I'm just walking outside and boom, get dizzy. And that used to happen to me. I used to be out and about with my friends, of course, pre-COVID, and would literally have to stop walking because I would get a wave of dizziness. And my best friend would be with me and be like, okay, hold on. And she would hold on to me to make sure I didn't fall. And there were a few times that I'd be like off kilter and a couple of people would have to hold me up so I ain't hit the ground. Like that, I can't live a life like that. Who wants to do that? And so I literally had to try to figure out a way to combat that without being on medication. And so when I went raw vegan, that was a great day because I have not had one episode of Virgo since I have been raw vegan. Not one. There have been times where I have, might have felt a little off, and that's because of my stress levels, because apparently stress can bring it on too. And so sometimes if my stress levels get a little bit too high, I'll feel what I felt before an episode hit, if that makes sense. Like, there's a certain way that I feel that alerts me that an episode is coming. And so sometimes I will feel that. And if I feel that, I automatically go into like deep breathing and I'll just like, no, Mika, you're not going to get stressed out. You're not going to do it. You have not had a vertigo episode. You're not going to have one now. And I would literally like talk myself out of having a full blown episode. But I've never been able to do that before. Like, if an episode was coming, it came. Like, there was no me being able to deep breathe and talk about it and recognize it and all. There was none of that. Like, it just hit when it hit. And so to be able to now like recognize like, ooh, okay, my stress levels are a little high. Let me go ahead and woosah, and then boom, it'll just go away. and I go make me a plate of fruit or a salad and be good to go, you know? So I think that's amazing that's one of the aspects that I've been able to heal up majority from. And so I know there's probably still more healing, more deeper healing that I have to do in regards to that, only because I still get the beginning symptoms. So I know that as I stay on, being a raw vegan, that, those symptoms will probably dissipate as well. It just may take a little bit longer. And so, like I said in my first video, some things take time to heal. You have to heal things on a cellular level. And so to do that, it takes a lot of detoxing. It takes a lot of fruit, because fruit is a natural cleanser. And it's a natural detoxer. So you'll see people who say, I tried to heal up from this particular ailment. I went on a fruit diet for 4 months, because fruit is a natural cleanser that moves out toxins in your body within 30 minutes. And so as you're eating more and more fruit and cleansing more and more toxins out of your body, your cells have time to regenerate, which pushes those negative ions and things out of your body, and then inputs and regenerates the new stuff, so that your body heals on a deeper level. And so I know that it's going to take me doing, more juice cleanses, which I've done before and I'll talk about later, but doing more juice cleanses, maybe doing more fasting a little bit more, eating a ton more fruit than vegetables, things like that, to help heal you on a cellular level, or help heal me more on a cellular level, so I can get the rest of these symptoms to dissipate. But for where I'm at right now, I'm extremely happy about it. Anything else I have healed up? I want to say that my clarity of mind is a lot better. A lot of people talk about having brain fog, and I don't have that. I don't have brain fog anymore. I'm able to, recall things quickly. I'm able to have more energy and be able to get through the day, especially my work day. I'm able to get through my work day a lot clearer without having that 3 o'clock, 2 o'clock, 3 o'clock, that after lunch crash that people get, that energy crash. I don't get that. I'm just as energized at 2 and 3 o'clock as I am at 6, 7 o'clock in the morning when I'm logging on into work. So the brain fog is nice to go. I talked before about having more energy. Sleep. Oh my goodness. So one of the things that I was shocked by is that when you are living a raw vegan lifestyle, your body gets a shot of nutrients and the vitamins and things that it needs. So it provides your body with more energy. And as a result, you don't have to sleep as long. And I have been experiencing that. I literally only get 4 or 5 hours of sleep, and I'm up bing, before my alarm clock goes off. This morning I was up before my alarm clock even went off. And I researched this out a bit with other raw vegans in groups that I'm in, and they all said the same thing, I went from 8 hours of sleep to now 3 or 4, just because your body is getting that burst of what it needs so much every day that you don't have to sleep 8, 9, 10 hours in order to feel refreshed. Because sometimes think about it. You sleep 8, 9, 10 hours and you get up and you're still tired and you feel sluggish and your body feels heavy, when you are eating particular ways that your body is not, that's not good for your body. That's why it's important to listen to your body and cut out the things that it doesn't want. Because a lot of times, we as flesh, we get the nostalgia of, this is what I like to eat this, but then your body tells you, but no, I don't like it. And so, once you start to slowly cut out those things that your body doesn't like, you'll be able to see that you'll gain more energy. And you may not sleep as long. I was already a night owl before and not a morning person. And I'm still not a morning person. I'll make that clear. I'm still not a morning person. But I find that I don't need to sleep as long. And even if I open my eyes in the morning and I'm just I don't want to get up, I don't feel exhausted. I have energy. I'm I'm up. I should just go ahead and get out the bed. And sometimes I'll go ahead and get out the bed, and sometimes I don't, because I just want to lay there and relax. But when I'm awake, I'm awake. And then sometimes, depending on how my body is, I might be tired enough to go back to sleep, but at the same time, I'm not exhausted throughout the day. And so I think that's what I really like. So now, instead of getting I think I was getting 8 hours before, and then I went down to 6 hours, and now I'm down to 5. So we'll see if it keeps going down any lower, but I feel good. I feel good. I feel energized. I feel light and airy. Another thing I am still working to heal is gut issues. And so I'll do another video on that. But, that heavy, bloated feeling that you can tend to feel when eating cooked food, I no longer really feel that with eating raw vegan, which is why raw vegans eat a lot. And, people have seen my portions in my pictures and on my page, on my YouTube page, and have been like, oh my gosh, how do you eat so much? And it's like, we have to eat so much volume. But eating the volume, your body adjusts to the volume, your stomach will adjust to the volume, and then pull all of the great things from the fruits and vegetables to restore your body back to optimum health. And so, yes, we need to eat the volume. We eat 2,000 to 2,400 calories in fruits and vegetables. But those are good calories and not bad calories. So your body is flooded with all these great calories, and all that bloating that you feel starts to dissipate. Your bathroom time gets regular, and so your colon is cleansed out. You're releasing a lot of pent up and built up toxins that have been in your colon for years. You have old fecal matter in your colon from when you were a child, probably, because we don't get that stuff out. We don't flush our bodies out good enough, and fruit will do that. Will help to flush out your colon and loosen up any of that old fecal matter and get it out. So then your stomach starts to go down. This is the flattest my stomach has ever been, only because, I'm able to flush stuff out with the fruits and the veggies and with the water. And of course, with any vitamins that I may take and things like that, prebiotics, probiotics, stuff like that. I'll talk about those eventually too. And all of that stuff helps to restore your gut biome. And when your gut biome is restored and healed up, then you will feel your very best, right? Because your gut health is what causes you to feel sluggish, to feel tired. If you feel that way, then something is wrong in your gut, and you have to work to fix that, and it takes time. So I've been feeling a lot better in my stomach. And it's been great. My digestive system, the digestive issues that I had, have all but dissipated at this point. And so it's been fantastic. I've really been enjoying this journey, guys. And I've really been, taking the time out to really learn and to really glean from the medical industry in regards to the raw vegan lifestyle, and then also gleaning from other raw vegan influencers that I follow that have been raw vegans for, 15, close to 20 years. So they live this thing out. So I'm gleaning from them and learning and trying to stay motivated. And it's been really, really great. And so, like I always say, you don't have to be a raw vegan in order to live a healthier lifestyle. You just have to change your habits, your food habits, one meal at a time. And so I'm going to end this video here, guys. And so I hope you enjoyed this, just learning a little bit more about me, why I'm doing this, what I'm still looking to heal up, and what I have healed up so far. And I hope that this motivates you and encourages you to change your eating lifestyle and to get your body up to optimum health. And so until next time, take care of your temple, guys.